Today we're going to be talking about some mini Tesla coils. Take a look at this. This little tiny Tesla coil, about the size of this AA battery. This thing right here runs around 17 megahertz. This would be your average size small Tesla coil right here. It's about 6 inches long and it runs anywhere between 4 and 5 megahertz. This little coil right here runs between 5 and 7 megahertz, and it is very tiny and small, and the primary is actually on the inside of it. And it can only happen based on the plastic that you use. PVC does not work for running the primary on the inside. This right here is just a wire bobbin, and I cut off the top of it. Works really well. They all use the same circuit. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. It's fairly easy. It's a simple transistor circuit. There's only a very few parts to it. TIP31C is what we're going to use because we're going to be using a 9-volt battery. So let's take a look at what it is. We have a Tesla coil here. We have our transistor here. All we're going to do is we're going to run this very far pin to negative. There you go, just like that. We're going to take this one here. We're going to run a 47K ohm resistor right there. And then this thing is going to branch off to the positive side. Now, this right here, it'll hop over this. And this right here is going to go to our number 1 winding. Pretty simple. This is the top number 1 winding. Now the bottom of this is going to connect in right here, right at the resistor. Remember, you have this part of the resistor here, and then this part here. This part here gets these two connections, the bottom of the coil and the positive. Now there's another connection that's going to go in here. Since this is forced oscillation, the winding that comes right here for our number 2 coil is now going to finish here. We're going to bring it up over this, and connect it right back in right here. And that is our circuit. Simple, easy, not too many parts. We have our transistor, we have our 47K ohm resistor. We have some wire connections. Pretty straightforward. What I'm going to do is go ahead and show you a tutorial solder point to solder point on how this exactly works so that you can follow along and build your own. I'm also going to show you how the light lights up next to each one in the dark, and then I'm going to show you the oscilloscope readings. All pretty interesting, easy circuit, easy to make, very high megahertz. With that said, let's get into it. This is our circuit for our NPN transistor. We have it right here. We're just going to take a little piece of tape and go ahead and adhere it to the table so that it's easier to solder. There we go. Just make the solder right there to the 9-volt battery connection. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to hook in the 47K ohm resistor right here. All right, we're going to make sure we solder this in. And we're just going to make sure we leave it long enough on the other end. We got 2 connections going on to it. The very next thing that we're going to connect in is the positive to our 9-volt battery. So we'll just take that connector that goes to the 9-volt battery part. And then we're just going to solder it in to the other side of that 47K ohm resistor. The next part we're going to connect in is our number 2 coil winding. That's going to go right before the 47K ohm resistor. And that's that little wire that's on the bottom of your Tesla coil right there. All we got to do is go up a little higher than the 47K ohm resistor right there. That way it stays out of the way and it solders on there without unsoldering the resistor. Then all we got to do is position this right here to connect into that wire. Make sure you have plenty of solder on it. And there you go, that connection's made. Let's go to our next one. We're going to go top of the coil to the center pin right there. Just solder in that one little piece of wire right there to that center pin. There we go. That looks good. This one right here goes to the top of the number 1 winding. If you put it in backwards and put it to the bottom, it just won't oscillate. So make sure you got it on the correct one here. Make sure it goes into the top. Here we go. Let's take a look one more time. Should be our last step right here. We're going to take the bottom of the number 1 winding and connect it in right where the power source connects in on that side of the 47K ohm resistor. There we go. Just make a quick solder right there. It's easier to bend the end of the resistor to give you a good angle on it. Now you just got to line these two up. Now this is all for demonstration. You can go ahead and use shrink tube on all of this and clean it up, make it look nice, get your wires to look beautiful. I'm just trying to show you the connections on this and show you how it works. It's up to you to design everything else and make it look pretty. But we'll get this last connection in and then we're ready for testing. That tape helped out a lot, didn't it? That thing ain't running all over the place. Love it. And there you go. It's all wired in, ready to be tested. Now that all of our connections are made, it's time to test everything. We have a really small Tesla coil right here. It's got to sit on the tape, guys. It's very unstable. Connecting our power. Look at that. Still lights up the light bulb. Not bad for a little tiny guy. See? Unstable. but it still works. Gotta love that. All right, let's unplug this. Let's put in the next one here. This one right here, the primary is in the middle of it, or underneath, however you want to say that. Plug it in. It's on the inside of it, probably the way to say it. There we go. We still got some light up going on there. Again, these are 9-volt. They're not going to be superstars or anything, but they are going to work. So plug that one. And now we got one that's halfway stable. We can remove our tape roll. Get it all connected into the circuit. Now let's see what this one does. Ooh, look at that. That one seems to light up a little bit brighter. We got an extra winding on the number 1, probably helped the frequency out quite a bit. Oh, there we go. I killed the circuit. Give it just a second and it'll restart. There we are. Yeah, we got some good light up there. So all 3 of them seem to work, and we're doing a good job here. So it's on to the frequency test. All right, here we go. We have our oscilloscope all set up here. I'm just going to move this probe around and get it out of our way. And all these Tesla coils, you just got to get the probe kind of close. Let's see, let's plug it in. There we go. Immediately oscillates. Sometimes these little ones throw you for a loop because you don't recognize the oscillate right away. Yeah, a little bit shaky, but 7.69 megahertz. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Huh. You know, a capacitor in this circuit would probably just level that right out. But we're trying to go with as few parts as we can, I should say, not as many. Yeah, that's always done everywhere else. We'll just go few parts. And here we go. Here's the other one. The one with the number 1 winding on the inside. Again, can only happen with this type of plastic or something real thin like this. Would never happen with a PVC pipe. So here we go. Right around 5 megahertz. That's not bad. That's a 36 gauge wire. So nothing to be ashamed of there. Works pretty well. The first one was a 26 gauge wire, and it's wound at 6 inches, and the diameter was probably 1.5 inches. This right here is really tiny. This is, God, it's so unstable. It needs a base. This is about the size of a AA battery. But look at the megahertz that this thing puts out. This is what's cool about this little one. Let's see if we can't get it zoomed in here. 17 megahertz. You want to know how to get high megahertz? Small diameter, very short height, and a pretty good sized wire. Again, this is 26 gauge wire, magnet wire. I'd like to thank everybody for watching today. It was a really fun build to build these little tiny Tesla coils. Hopefully you learned something today. If you did, like, share, subscribe, do all those fun things. And guys, have yourself a great day.
The old man built. The old man built. The old man built. The old man built. The old man built is broken in the head. People not seeing reality has put him in the red. What conscious of spirituality, but stricken from the norm and replaced with the ignorance of basic magnetic form. The geometry of God keeps running through his head. That's what makes old man builds broken in the head. The old man builds. The old man builds. Spheres of destiny are spinning in his mind, making him travel back and forth in time, battling the establishment for just a little recognition. Has him forcing the world to understand his premonition. That world will have all the technology in the end, even if it means his life will fail to instead. The old man builds. The old man builds. The old man builds. The old man builds. Spheres of destiny are spinning in his mind, making him travel back and forth in time, battling the establishment for just a little recognition. Has him forcing the world to understand his premonition. That world will have all the technology in the end, even if it means his life will fail to extend. The old man builds. The old man builds. The old man builds. The old man builds. Of destiny are spinning in his mind, making him travel back and forth in time, battling the establishment for just a little recognition. Has him forcing the world to understand his premonition. That world will have all the technology in the end, even if it means his life will fail to extend. The old man builds.